This guy is in prison right now because he just could not stop stealing money from veterans. His name is John Donald, and back in 1983, he was a 36-year-old lawyer living in Arizona. But John was not your average attorney. He was a shady character who lied in court, missed dates, and threatened other lawyers. He was a terrible guy. But his life changed when two women walked into his office asking for help with a $99,000 inheritance. For once, John actually did his job and got them access to the money. All he had to do was transfer it to them, but that is when the greed kicked in. He started wondering what would happen if he just kept the money and disappeared. He knew if he just vanished, everyone would know he was a thief, and he wanted to look like a hero instead. So he made up an insane lie. He told everyone he was secretly investigating a dangerous drug ring involving corrupt officials and might have to flee at any moment. His friends actually believed him, and John used that cover to take the money and run. When the women realized their lawyer had vanished with their inheritance, they went to the police. Investigators soon discovered this was not his only crime. He had been using fake identities to open brokerage accounts and take out fraudulent loans. By 1987, the FBI was involved and issued a warrant for his arrest, but John Donald was long gone. He spent years moving from state to state and changing his appearance to stay ahead of the law. Everywhere he went, he found new ways to scam people. He committed fraud in San Francisco and ran fake charity schemes in Seattle. He even moved through Mexico and Canada, staying on the run for over a decade. In 1998, he landed in Tampa, Florida, with a brand new identity. He started telling everyone he was a retired Army lieutenant from military intelligence. This is where his scams reached a whole new level. In 2002, he started a fake charity called the U.S. Veterans Association. He claimed it provided financial support for veterans, but it was all a lie. He hired telemarketers and fundraising companies to bring in donations from people who genuinely wanted to help. To make it look even more legitimate, he claimed his charity had offices all over the country. John started donating the stolen money to political causes to get close to powerful people. He even managed to get photos with President George W. Bush and House Speaker John Boehner. He used these photos to prove he was a big deal, and it worked. Millions of dollars started pouring in. He gave a tiny fraction to veterans just to stay under the radar, but he pocketed over $3 million for himself. His downfall finally began in 2009 when a reporter named Jeff noticed something strange. John was donating huge sums to politicians, but lived in a crappy, rundown apartment. Jeff and his colleagues started digging and exposed the entire charity as a massive scam. John went on the run again, fleeing from state to state and even starting fake religious fundraisers to keep the cash coming. He managed to hide for 2 more years until police finally spotted him in Portland, Oregon. When they arrested him, he was pretending to be a police officer and refused to give his real name. The police were stumped until one officer started digging through old fraud cases online. He found a wanted poster from the 80s with John Donald's real face on it. After decades of running, the law finally caught up with him. He was found guilty and sentenced to 28 years in prison.